CETV presents the first tag team show of the season, all happening on week 3 of America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, ChaoRacing 2023. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao race. Yes, today we're having our first tag team races of the season as Vance Alfred Portis and Joshua Samoy take on Michael Creighton and Eric Crosby as our tag teams begin a quest once more for a shot at a tag team championship. Michael and Eric have a 2-on-1 opening edge advantage over Vance, and Michael Creighton and Eric Crosby win this one easily with that opening edge advantage. Well done, Michael and Eric. Now here is the host, brandonshannings. Hello, ChaoRacing fans, and welcome to another edition of ChaoRacing 2023, America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program. That's my good friend paulsycamore as our play-by-play announcer, as always. As you know, we have a fresh new set of tag teams, along with your favorite tag teams from last season, beginning a new quest for reaching the 2024 Tag Team Championship at the end of this 2023 season. Michael Creighton and Eric Crosby got the first tag team victory on the season on the pedal course. Congratulations to men all in order. We'll have race number 2 in a little bit, but first let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Week 3's Tag Team Premiere Week on ChaoRacing 2023 is sponsored by Wendy's Fast Food Restaurants. So, Brandon Shannings and paulsycamore are ready to call all the action as our fresh new set of tag teams begin the 2023 season this week. Let's hear about race number 2, Paul. Alright, race number 2 will have Daniel Heenan and Annie Bongrubber teaming up against Austin Generals and Casey Butcherson. It's race number 2, so we're heading into the Amethyst course for this next race. Which of these teams will start the season with a big win? We'll find out. Please start the race! Alright. So on the Amethyst course, they can either gamble at the wide path, trying to find out with a shortcut, or just stick with the bridges. Right now, Austin and Casey are off to an excellent start ahead of the competition. And there goes Annie heading for the water. What's going to happen next? Well, as Casey goes to rest, the first superstar to get speedburst this week is Daniel Heenan. And look at this! His partner, Annie Bongrubber, flies his way towards victory with a shortcut. Annie Bongrubber gets Daniel Heenan for the victory. Daniel doesn't care if he's going to sleep. He's going to celebrate with Annie when he gets the finish line. Casey Butcherson will have the next commands because, oh well, there's always another week. Annie Bongrubber gets his first win of his 2023 season and his first career win as well. Daniel Heenan also on the board for the first time this season as number 2 won the last BS. How about that, Annie Bongrubber flying? Yep, Annie and Daniel did very well. Back in the bed, do not go away. Okay, Paul. Now it's time for race number 3 of our tag team premiere. That's right, week 3 continues with race number 3. We have Kenny Nays and the world champion Bobby Kay versus Peter Foles and Riley Chesters. Let's take a quick look at the lineup and then wish our next group of teams best of luck for the first time this season in tag team play. Everyone is on the clock and let's rock this place! And there goes Bobby Kay, the Bobby Mater. He won his race last week with style, trying to make up for his second straight win as he helps his partner Kane get on a board so that way they can have another chance to win the Tag Team Championship for 2024, which is something they want so badly and so well too. Bobby is at the wall right now, and look at this, number 8 will have the first command of Speed Buzz. That moved a lot that time. Point number 7 decided to go to rest, and number 8 pauses for 1. They're climbing up the start wall as the superstar gets BS number 2 is none other than Kenny Days, the older brother of the Days brothers. His team is up in the lead with Bobby K defending the lead over his partner Kenny Days. And as Peter Foles takes next BS trying to stay alive in the game, Bobby and Kenny are going to survive. Kenny and Bobby are going to take the first step towards their chance at a 2024 Tag Team Championship this season. Kenny Days and Bobby K are our winners. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus on this race, and we may buy number 1. A good speed bus by number 1. That means number 7 will be left behind in the dust. So, Kenny Days and Bobby K takes the first step at all the redemption hopes for 2024. Let's hope for the very best, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. We're back from our break. Now let's proceed to race number 4. Okay, the next race will have Donald Reddings and Corey Sanchester battling with Alex Markinson and Tate Miller. They better have their swimming gears ready because the Liberty course is where we will proceed next. And here's how the lineup for us that we send them down to the Liberty course. Good luck to the two teams for the first time this season, and please start the race! Alright, let's see how well these two tag teams will fare on this Ruby course matchup. They just had to swim to the other side of the pool area, and right now Donald has command of the lead with his partner Corey right behind him guarding the lead ahead of the other team. They're making their way towards the goal line, and as number 8 takes a speed bus, you can tally up Donald Reddings and Corey Sanchester's first wins of the season. Donald and Corey are on the board for the first time this season. That's right, and we'll have another race for you in a bit, but first let's hear a word from our sponsor. Alright, Paul, who do we have next for our schedule this week? Next up is Brooks Robinson and TJ Edwards against Buster the Java with an impressive 2-0 record after 2 weeks of play, and his partner Patrick Garner. We go back to the power course, which means it's time to place the balls on the field once again. Will Buster go for his first straight win? We're about to find out right now. Everyone that's on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, here comes the HR pushing the balls to the other side, including our two tag teams representing 3, 4, 5, 6 in the grid. Buster and Patrick seems like they have a little bit of advantage over the two. Will they hang on? Yes, they will be. Buster the Java leads Patrick Garner for the win. And Paul, Buster is now 3-0 for the season. He's on a hot streak so far. We'll be back for the next exciting race after these messages. We're almost halfway through our tag team premiere week, but right now, let's do race number 6. And for race number 6, we have last year's World Championship runner-up Jack Parson teaming up with Dick Steiner. He'll be taking on Larry Monroe and his partner Barry Winfred. Dick and Barry are currently sitting at 1-1, so they're technically about the 500 mark after 2 weeks of play. So we know that one of these newcomers, Dick or Barry, will get the second career win and have at least 2 wins for the 2023 debut season. Will it be Dick or Barry who will get that chance to become a winner? There's only one way to find out. Let's have a chaoracing! So the two teams are off and running for the starting gates, and it looks like Dick is going to rest, so he'll be left behind on the other competitors in a hurry. Jack Parson battling with Larry Monroe up in the front, and Jack and Barry are both heading for the water. And right now it looks like Larry's going to rest, trying to pick up a strategy. And as Dick Steiner takes the first few rounds of this race, Jack Parson beats out Barry Winfred in a battle over the top of the hill shortcut. They both took a shortcut, but it was Jack Parson who got to the goal line first. That's number 2 how next commands PS. So Dick Steiner now knows that he has at least 2 wins in his 2023 debut season. Pretty good start so far for Dick Steiner, and Jack Parson moves one step closer towards his redemption for 2024, as Larry Monroe disappointed with the loss while the last BS. But as always the rest of the week, that's right, the rest of the season that is, Well done, Jack and Dick, on your victory, and we'll return for the second half after we find out a word from this. Well, we have some familiar faces from last season, including these two guys who won a tag team title in 2022. That's right, Brandon. It's Ozzy Jenkins and Rusty Jackington. They made quite a team for the past couple of seasons. They'll be facing on with Ben Henderson and Mitch Carmel in the first tag team race of the season. I know these superstars are currently 0-2 after 2 weeks, so the winning team will get on the board for the first time this season. Of course, they definitely want a shot at a tag team championship, don't forget about that. Anyway, let's hope for the very best for these two teams. Please start the race! And on to your quarterbacks. Now we'll give Ben and Mitch the opening edge. 2-on-1 opening edge where Ben Henderson and Mitch Carmel come on. And Ben taunts to his opponents. It's okay to taunt every once in a while. And right now, Rusty Jackington is battling with Ben Henderson for the lead up in the front. Willside Mitch score the best. And Ben and Rusty are heading for the stone wall. That's the first obstacle on the Sapphire course. And Mitch Carmel will start the speed bus for this race after going the rest early on in the race. The four Super Chao, who are the computer opponents, are catching up to their competitors in a hurry. And who got speed bus number 2? It's Rusty Jackington, and look at that. He passes Ben, who is going to sweep. So Rusty's team is in the lead. Ozzy cheering on Rusty, trying their best to get the second title in 3 seasons as they enter the home stretch. Next BS belongs to number 2. That's enough to take the lead of 4 Job, by looks at. Rusty's going to hold off Ben and Mitch for the victory. Ozzy and Rusty are going to get the first win towards the second title in 3 seasons. And number 7 West was too late. Ozzy Jenkins and Rusty Jackington are our winners. They're on the board for the first time in the season, as Mitch Carmel will get the last speed bus, making his second speed bus race. So Ozzy and Rusty can tally up 1 point for the week. That's right, and we'll be right back for the next exciting race after these messages. Alright, everyone, time to get your swimming gears ready again. Let's simple it up, race number 8. Okay, I hope these child ready to swim their way across the pool as Bryson Dawes and Owen Helms versus Chip Sube and Ernie Sanchez take place on the Ruby course. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock and let's rock this place! So Bryson and Owen just missed the playoffs last season and it was a heartbreaker for the fans out there. But tonight they're doing a pretty good start because they have a 2-on-1 opening edge. Since Ernie is quartermaster starting gates, Bryson and Owen have control of the opening edge. Will the strategy pay off as they get to the goal line? Well, as Chip Suey makes a heroic effort with speed bus, Bryson Dawes did survive. Bryson Dawes and Owen Helms get the first win towards the playoff redemption for 2024 this year, as Ernie will get the last speed bus. Bryson Dawes and Owen Helms got the first victory of the 2023 season. Yes, let's do hope they make the playoffs this time. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Well, coming up later on in the show, we'll have our first tag team main event of the season. Is that right? Right. And we can't wait for that anticipated main event to happen. But right now, let's continue our schedule for our tag team premiere week as we feature Garrett Dayton and Ethan Kingsley for race number 9 against OJ Upton and Kim Diggersburg. This is the last Pearl Course race of our schedule this week. So let's place the balls one more time and wish these two teams best of luck for the first time in the 2023 season. Let's have a challenge! Okay. There goes the 2 tag teams. Simply push the balls on your side and then make their way across the goal line. It's a close contest. Who's going to win this one? Well, it looks like Gary and Ethan are going to win this one. But which dance are we going to have today? We're going to do the Downstar Dance. Gary got them first. Garrett Dayton and Ethan Kingsley are our winners, as Kim Diggersburg were the ones beat us. Right. Gary got to the finish line first, so we're doing the Downstar Dance. But Gary and Ethan are both winners, and there's more segment coming up. Do not go away. Well, Paul, there are still a couple more races we have to get through before the main event, so let's hear about race number 10 now. Alright, race number 10 will feature Reverend Ron Shanti and Tess Ebbett against Shane Flanningham and Leon Onesta. So this is the third and last Amethyst course race for our schedule this week. It's good luck to the two teams for the first time in this season. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race! And Leon is quarterback. That will give Reverend Ron and Tess the opening edge, and now they'll really have control early on because Shane is pausing for a moment. Reverend Ron leading Tess towards the upper hand of the two teams coming, and Tess is heading for the water, trying to maintain a big lead over the competition. Looks like Reverend Ron is quarterback, trying to figure out strategy and come on. And Leon with the first speed bus, but that didn't get a lot of it that time. And Tess Ebbett leads Reverend Ron Shanti to an easy win with his shortcut strategy. The 2-on-1 opening edge paid off wonderfully. Tess Ebbett gets his first career win as a chaoracing superstar, and as number 2 gets the next command speed, Reverend Ron is on the board for the first time this season. He gets his first win of his 2023 season today. After a brief pause, he is going to congratulate Tess on a well-played dominating effort for this race. There they are, folks. Reverend Ron and Tess are on the board for the first time this season. That's right. And we'll bring you the next exciting race about tag team premiere after we hear a word from this. Now, we have a rematch of the Tag Team Championship play. This is a rematch from the third place playoff poll. That's right, it's Thomas Linklater and Eli Hauser versus Raymond Hill and Mickey Nelson. These two tag teams participated in the third place playoff during our championship series earlier this year, and it was Thomas and Eli who wound up on the podium in third place. Today, these two teams start a brand new season from the beginning, in which they want a second chance to qualify for a Tag Team Championship for 2024. Let's see which team has got what it takes to take the first step towards going back to the playoffs for 2024 this year. There's a look at the lineup, and it's off to the Sapphire course we go. Best of luck to the two teams on another chance to reach the Tag Team Championship this year. Let's rock this place! Alright, after Thomas and Eli prevailed in the third place playoff, these two teams start a fresh new season from all over again in hopes of qualifying for the 2024 Tag Team Playoffs. Raymond is off to a pretty good start ahead of his partner Mickey Nelson. They are heading towards a strong wall where they'll be climbing with all their strength and might, and who have the right to get the first speed bus as Thomas goes best? It's going to be number 1 who gets it. Now he will have command of the lead over the 4th Super Chao for the current moment. Raymond and Mickey doing a very good job defending the lead and second place over Eli. And here comes Eli Hauser waking up for a snap real quickly with speed bus number 2. Take a look at a couple Super Chao. Number 7, they are getting left behind, bowing for DY behind number 2. And as number 7 takes the speed bus, trying to catch up to the crowd, Eli has made a pass from Raymond and Mickey. He's going to lead Thomas Linklater towards a wonderful victory right over there. Eli Hauser lifts Thomas Linklater for the victory. As number 2, we'll get the next command. Yes. Thomas and Eli take the first step towards qualifying for the 2024 Tag Team Championship this season. Number 8 has no hope for surviving whatsoever, as the last speed bus heading into the main event will be made by number 1, making his second speed bus of the race. Well done, Thomas and Eli on the victory. Yes, right, let's hope they do qualify for the Tag Team Championship this year. The main event is right after this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first tag team main event of the 2023 season. Paul? Okay, thank you, Brandon. The main event this week is presented by Tide, makers of laundry detergent and other cleaner products. And yes, we always start our tag team main events with a rematch of the past year's Tag Team Championship. This one will have Gary Coles and Dominic P. Harrells on defending champions against Steve Robinson and Bruno Alonso, last season's runners-up. It's been quite a while since Gary and Dominic beat Steven and Bruno in the 2023 Tag Team Championship, and they brought home the first Tag Team title for their careers. Which of these teams will take the first step towards qualifying for the 2024 Tag Team Championship at the end of the year? We'll find out soon enough. Here's a look at the lineup. Our main event, as always, will be held on the Emerald Course, the big one. We always say the best for last on the Emerald Course. Let's end this tag team with a bang. The players will line up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a chaorace! And Dominic is quarterback. That means Steven and Bruno will have a 2-on-1 opening edge advantage. But remember, anything can happen in the chaoracing universe. That's our motto with both tag teams and individually. And it looks like Steve and Bruno are going to leave Gary Coles in the dust. They're going to have the upper hand for the current one. And as Steven heads for the water, it is Dominic P. Hamels who will start the speedless for this phase. And look at this! His partner Gary Coles managed to fly to the top of the hill. And he and the champs have come in on the lead, as Bruno Alonso will take speedless number 2, and his partner Steven is in shock. They had the upper hand early on, but now they yielded the lead to Gary Coles, who has the commanding lead heading into the Sapphire portion of the Emerald Course, as we have back to his partner Bruno Alonso. Back to the US by Bruno Alonso, but Gary Coles is showing enjoying his time with a huge lead over Steve Robinson as number 7. Well, the next command because he is getting left behind the competition, but it's number 2 who is really left behind. He is going to need a couple of speeders, and this is one of them, but he and number 7 both really need a lot more help than not to stay in the game. Back in fun, Gary Coles trying to wrap things up, trying to maintain a big lead still over Steve Allison. I think Gary's going to hold on easily. Next speeders belongs to Bruno Alonso. Now makes his second speeders at the base. But his partner Steve Robinson is probably not going to catch up to Gary Coles in time. Yep, Dominic P. Harris wakes up for his night with his second speed bus. His partner Gary Coles is safely in the lead, wrapping it up for the defending champions on the road to repeat campaign. And this time Dominic P. Harris goes for consecutive, and he and Gary Coles are your weekly's main event winners, brought to you by Tide. They take the first step towards the 2024 Road to Repeat campaign. As number 8, well, the next command because at point number 2 has no hope of surviving whatsoever. And we have time for one last speed of week 3's tag team action, and it will be made by number 1. So, will Gary and Dominic repeat as tag team champions? I don't know. They're doing pretty well, right? Let's hope for the very best. Back in a bit, do not go away. So, congrats once again to our main event winners. By the way, it looks like from the win today, Gary Coles and Dominic P. Harris' future looks bright in hopes of defending the crown as tag team champions throughout the 2023-24 season. Gary and Dominic will be back for the next main event in 3 weeks from now. In the meantime, we'd like to thank all of our viewers for their continuing support of our #1 virtual sports entertainment program. We'll be back next week to present the next exciting edition of ChaoRacing 2023. Until then, this is brandonshannings signing off. Keep on smiling, spring forward for the next exciting episode, and so long everybody! ChaoRacing 2023 has been sponsored by Wendy's and Tide. This is paulsycamore speaking. We'll see you next week for the next exciting edition of America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, ChaoRacing 2023. ChaoRacing 2023 has been a CETV production.